Hey, speaking of aliens, we didn't get a chance to talk about this last week. No Man's Sky.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about this with you because you were one of the ones that actually kind of originally, you bought it when it first came out. Like, you were in on the hype, right?
I didn't actually buy it because I didn't have a PlayStation, and it came out strictly for PlayStation.
Right.
I was super excited about it because it looked like an excellent game, and when it came out, it was majorly disappointing. But my goodness, have they turned it around, man. It is everything I'd want out of a space game right now. I am a space ranger, and I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, man, I got to give Sean Murray credit. I didn't keep up with the hype when it was first coming out because when people were talking about it, I'm like, just like most other people, I was like, there's no way this is going to happen. They can't get all of what they want into this game, no matter how long they've been working on it. And, that turned out to be true. But, credit to Sean Murray. Man, he took it on the chin, and then he turned around and he put out a fire game right now. Like, this game is so chill and just so easy to play.
Yeah. You can literally do whatever you want. I mean, I was comparing it to Space Minecraft the other day because it's essentially, it has that element to it, but it has the freedom to play at your own pace. Yeah. It's not forcing you to do anything. If you play on normal mode and you're not seeking a challenge, you can just explore till your heart's content. And the way they've built the quest system, the main storyline literally guides you through all the basic things of the game because there is a lot to know. Right. There's a lot of things you got to remember because there's a lot of complicated, mechanics to it, but it's not complicated to the point where it's not fun. It's just complicated enough, where it keeps you coming back.
Right. What difficulty do you play it on?
I've just been playing normal for the first playthrough. After I kind of get to the point where I'm like, okay, I've done, most everything. I want to go in and actually have a genuine challenge where, the Sentinels will absolutely mess you up and the wild fauna. Is that right?
Fauna? Yeah, fauna and flora, yeah.
The wild fauna of each planet you visit just might, end your whole game right there. I don't know if I'll ever take permadeath on as a challenge, but...
Which one was permadeath? Oh, you die.
You die, you're done.
Wow,
you start over. No saving, no nothing. You just start over. And that's scary.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I mean, I remember when it first came out, they were talking multiplayer. Mm-hmm. Now they did there technically is really an inconceivable amount of planets and different life on that planet.
Oh, there is.
See, now what I would like though is because I don't know are humans considered fauna?
Technically,
I guess so. Yeah. Okay, so the one thing that I would wish was different about the game is there's no intelligent life, an intelligent life like us intelligent life.
Right.
That's actually civilized the planet. I would love to see, and I'm asking so much. I understand.
Landing on a planet that's populated and has cities and infrastructure and all that kind of stuff. Now, if they allowed us as players to actually colonize a planet, you can build a base on the planet and that's cool, but that kind of strays away from the purpose of the protagonist in that game. Yeah. And you, the player, you are a traveler. You're not a settler. You're not a conqueror. You're just someone who travels and takes pictures, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
And digs deep holes.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, it really is just like Minecraft in space, though.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like Minecraft in space. It's something, it's fun to play. If you just have a long day, you don't want something you're going to get pissed off at.
It's not fast-paced.
No, you just want to chill. You can take your time. You can explore as many planets as you want without even doing one of the main quests or anything that.
After you complete the first little tutorial bit, you can just do whatever you want. You don't even have to worry about getting all the cool technology and upgrades and all that stuff. You can just chill. Yeah. I mean, part of the fun is making your character and all of your stuff better, more efficient, faster to push you further and further and further. Because once I figured out that you could sell your ship and get another ship, I was like, oh God, now I'm going to be doing this.
That's literally what I did. That's my first thing when I first start off. I just try and amp up as much as my gear as possible.
Yeah.
So then I can legitimately go and explore.
Yeah.
And then usually by the time I do that, I start getting bored.
Yeah.
So, I just kind of run myself into the ground. But I mean, it is one of those games, I feel like this is it's totally different, but it has a roller coaster tycoon feel in which you're going to play for 2 weeks straight, and then you're not going to touch it for a year.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to the end of that yet. I've played for this is my second week of playing, and I think I've put
here it comes
like 18 hours or so in it.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
And I've gotten to the point now where I'm doing some like research on the finer points and looking into what players consider the end game of No Man's Sky, and it involves like farming, and that's about it.
Farming.
Yeah, like one of the end games is to beat the game to get to the center of the universe on permadeath mode. That's like the hard end game challenge. But then there's the people that just want to make an insane amount of money. And there's like a mining system you can set up that will like infinitely mine things, and you just set it on a planet that has, you have to find like the perfect planet with the perfect atmosphere, the perfect like distance between mineral deposits, so you can build your perfect little base that's going to extract the elements out of the ground. And I mean, if you manage to work your rear end off and make all that happen, research all the technology required, get big enough ships to get all the things you need to carry, I mean, yeah, you're going to be making, like one of the guys I was watching a video of, he was making like 200 million every 8 hours or so.
How?
And he could
that's just like ridiculous.
He could just let it run in the background and just infinitely make money. I mean, there's like there's little loopholes for everything in that game, and that's pretty cool. But I like I've gotten to the point where I don't even sell anything. I've got like my frigate, my big ship that I have like storage bins and all these different containers and stuff, and everything I get off planet, I just bring it back up there and I organize it. And I'm like so OCD in the game because everything has to be in its perfect box and have like a system to it, so I know where everything is. Yeah. Because I'm at the point now where I'm just trying to like upgrade everything and make my stuff better so I can move forward with the story. And I'm like, at this point, I'm still having a great time because I love that OCD element of the game, that like preparation phase.
You have to, because you really do. That's part of it. You have, because the way you have to actually, like, God, so original, craft your stuff. Yeah, like you have to be OCD about it, because if you're going to a galaxy and you run out of fuel or something like that, and say that this solar system that you're in all of a sudden doesn't have any life, or there's no or life wouldn't even matter if there's nothing to mine. Then you're screwed. You're just stuck. So you literally do have to plan ahead.
If you wind up in a system that only has one planet, and that one planet doesn't have that one element you need to create some kind of fuel to keep moving,
you're screwed. That's even on easy mode.
Yeah. But the good thing from what I've noticed is if you just pay attention to which system you go to, once you get that discovery scanner thing that you can add to your ship, you can read and see how many planets are in each system, what the level of prosperity is of that system. So you can decide, I should jump to this system because it's got, really good prices on everything, and it's got 6 planets orbiting the sun. So if there's 6 planets, there's probably going to be a variety of elements that you might need.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I was going to ask here, or rather how I was going to phrase this. Go back to 2016 when this game came out. Let's just pretend you had a PlayStation, and let's just pretend that you ended up buying No Man's Sky, and let's just pretend that just like literally everybody else who bought No Man's Sky, you were insanely disappointed and furious. Would you be able to go back to that eventually, like 3 years later? I mean, because there are a lot of people that I talk to, literally on the account, and we'll talk about No Man's Sky, and they'll say, listen, I gave it a chance. I gave it my $60. I'm not going back. They had the opportunity.
Yeah.
And, while my thought is, because I wasn't, in that original, back in 2016, in that hype, I'm like, well, this is a completely different game than what you got, so maybe you should try it. So where do you stand?
For me, I mean, there's been many games in the past that have been truly terrible when they came out, and I was insanely disappointed. But I'm a sucker for redemption stories because I want to see that in humanity. So I try to see it in the things that humanity creates. And I mean, Hello Games absolutely killed it.